Oh my goodness. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic, lovely, stupendous dinosaur action on Magic the Gathering Arena, and welcoming the new addition back there, giving decks that incidentally gain life, but focusing on decks that focus on gaining life, giving them a taste of their own medicine. The best life gain hate isn't stopping an opponent from gaining life, it is making them lose that life if they would have gained it. And that is achieved by Tainted Remedy. I made a little bit of a short update video last night if you didn't see it, but yes, usually, as always, Arena, Explore, best of 3 ranked all the time. Pretty much sprinkling in a little bit of Brawl. We'll get right into why I love Tainted Remedy. It's pretty straightforward. There's a pretty easy case to make for it, whether you use those life gain decks in particular or they bring you pain. Amalia, of course, is one of the best decks in Pioneer or Explorer, and keep in mind this list, I wouldn't change anything, whether I go to Magic the Gathering Online or I go down to my local game store. What you see here, list in the description, that's what it would be. I'll have to be a little bit smaller. 1 second. Okay, it's probably good enough. Okay. Tainted Remedy. Amalia Explore. Oh, they explore, they gain 3 life with the Wild Growth Walker. They can't stop that. If this is out, instead of them gaining 3 life, they lose 3 life. And they are going to drain themselves before Amalia gets to 20 or 21 power, destroying every creature. They die long before that. So it's lovely stuff. They can't start that combo with this out because they can't stop it. And well, they could if they can kill their own Amalia. Perhaps they do that. Perhaps they suddenly realize the mistake they made. Maybe they can save themselves. But also all the life gain that they get from their little creatures, this is going to hurt them. But you got to admit, a card that says players can't gain life, you don't really want an extra one. If you happen to see an extra one, you have a backup if the opponent destroys it. But it's not like it doubles up and it makes the opponent not be able to gain life extra good. You get the idea. You have multiple Tainted Remedies that stacks. Oh, the opponent is going to gain 3. They lose 6. If you have 2, 9. Oh boy. And it's also nice because it doesn't shut off my life gain from the Vaultborn Tyrant. It's not the biggest thing, but it's nice that I don't have to worry about losing that potential. Of course, I can gain a lot of life when the namesake Ghalta Stampede Tyrant is put onto the battlefield, sunken as always, efficiently, supercharging, using its ability to tap for 2 mana for lands with an activated ability, which supercharges Castle Garenbrig. As many of you know, but if you're new here, that's the main idea, a stable way to get that big mana. However, the past couple days I have re-added Marauding Raptor and Otepec Huntmaster, caring about dinosaurs, reducing their cost, Huntmaster leading to more damage on the opponent by giving another dinosaur haste, so we get to deal more damage sooner. Lovely stuff. Marauding as well. And it's not like I need these things, it's just a really good extra bonus, the best extra bonus. Potentially, for the longest time, I wasn't using these. I didn't want to rely on them, and I'm still not relying on them, but if they stick around, it's going to be even better than anything else sticking around. At least for me. Oh my goodness. It's lovely. Railway Brawler still in, don't worry, that's not going away. That just elevates everything else, makes it bigger, kind of like card advantage. If you play a big creature, it's doubled. Based on its power, you put that amount of 1/1 counters. You put 7 counters on the lovely Carnage Tyrant. 14 power, it's kind of like you have 2 Carnage Tyrants. The opponent can't kill it, so it's at least going to stick around. But this just, it makes everything happen better, sooner, faster, more aggression. That's what I want. This just makes everything better. This is better and then some. Oh my goodness. Marauding sticks around Maybe I play a Huntmaster and a Marauding. I get to 6 mana on turn 4, which is a very real possibility. I could play Ghalta turn 4. It is reduced by 2 with a single Marauding and a single Huntmaster, down to 6. Sunken Citadel, 2 mana. Forest, 2 forests is the other 2 needed for Castle Garenbrig's activated ability of 2 and 2 green, and very, very exciting stuff. If I lose Huntmaster and Marauding, it's fine. There is many decks I face where they have removal that would get rid of this, but don't worry, don't worry. We'll get there. Oh, lovely, lovely stuff. Tainted Remedy though. Nope, I've done that before. I removed a copy. Bear with me. I was about to mention about getting the sources of black. As I did in the video, Sunken Citadel, I could choose black. It could tap to get me that source. Ziatora's Proving Ground taps for black or red, which I definitely need to sprinkle in red a little bit more. Huntmaster early, needing red and Marauding. That wasn't always the case for quite some time, the past two or 3 months. These guys haven't really been in here at all, so we'll keep an eye on that. But 4 Stomping Ground, Ziatora's, that's pretty good, I think. Underground Mortuary and Overgrown Tomb, plus the Ziatora's is 4 sources of black. Sunken is 8. Sylvan Scrying and Archdruid's Charm, as always, to search for a specific land, and that land could be my source of black as well. Very, very good chance to see this. We don't even have to see it in our opening hand. I could have a Forest in a Castle Garenbrig. Sylvan Scrying on turn 2 could search for the Overgrown Tomb. If I desperately want to get the 3 mana on turn 3 and have it be one of them a source of black. So many scenarios. I'm completely comfortable, but I say we jump right into it. I'm trying to be less than 10 minutes for the deck intro. Trying to focus on that, but again, I could go on and on. I love to go on and on about all the little thoughts I have, and we're going to get them. We're going to get them good, all of them. Yeah. Dawn Pipe, Pepe, Mono Red, Slickshot, Gruul, Aggro, Slickshot, Showoff, potentially. Dragons, it could be dragons. Sarkhan is the planeswalker of dragons. I faced him a little bit recently, and it's pretty good. Not the fastest deck in the world, which I definitely appreciate, but this has gotten faster. Marauding, Huntmaster, both things that they make it faster and better and bigger. Ooh, very, very exciting. I wish I had done it sooner, I gotta say. It's packing a punch. I have a hunch. We're gonna munch. That's about all I got. Maybe that's all the opponent has, is being AFK. Okay, nope, they're not AFK, and well, we're not keeping that. Ghalta, the Wellspring, I think at the moment it does indicate a Gruul Slickshot list. Fairly common, and that hand is, well, it's a whole lot better. Better than one land, so definitely keeping that. Ghalta, play it safe to the bottom. Sunken Citadel, though, that could be, oh, there it is, the Slickshot. Wizards, that's pretty sweet. Man, that's good. JDX, how's it going? Pokemon Prism is getting insane. I'm pretty sure I've heard crazy things about it, yes. Nuts. Pokemon in general, but I do love the alternate variations of Pokemon, all the different stuff you can do, the different games, and it's good, it's good. However, is this good if we play something? Would Marauding get killed? It's not like it powers out anything. We won't play it. If it would have allowed for an accelerated creature on turn 3, I might drop Marauding. Yeah, even if it is a fan game, it's still good. Lots of fun. The opponent, though, is having a lot of fun mousing over my lands, wondering what the heck is going on. Hopefully they don't get a Slickshot Showoff soon, huh? It is kind of cool when they make sort of wacky, interesting combinations, I must admit, seeing the creativity from people. Absolutely. It's not the most aggressive start from this particular deck, so I do feel quite positive. We'll have Underground Mortuary 100% enter, and I still won't be playing much next turn. I need that Castle Garenbrig. Tyrranax Rex has to go. Big time. If we get a Castle Garenbrig, we could play Ghalta. If Marauding Raptor is sticking around. With a Castle Garenbrig, I'd be able to make 7, and Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant is reduced to 7 at the moment. So you never know. Palette Patrollers, okay. I've been good, JDX. It sounds like you've been good, having a fun, enjoyable time with Pokemon Prism. And well, we're not winning that one. Well, let's wait and see. You never know. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They must have a spell. A Tarkus Command. Well, I have been better in this particular moment. I don't know. They did the thing. They did what they were supposed to do. At the very least, even Marauding Raptor or Otepec Huntmaster, early creatures they could chump. Like I was mentioning, it's if they died, it's fine. Oh, they're going for the overkill. Huh. Okay, that's fine. That's how it is. But even if they die, it's not like the plan hinges on it or hinged on it. Well, we'll get rid of Huntmaster for sure. That's the easiest thing to kill with 2 toughness. Bring in the Damping Sphere, which is pretty much for this deck. And that's how it is. Possibly trim Carnage Tyrant. Railway Brawler, potentially. It does have reach to maybe block the Slickshot, but that's really not going to save us. If the Slickshot gets super big, and it could even get more toughness than a Railway Brawler could deal, which is unfortunate. The Railway Brawler might also just be too slow. I think that hand could work. We got the Castle Garenbrig supercharging everything. We don't have a Sunken Citadel or a Sylvan Scrying and Archdruid's Charm. There's a very good chance we're going to see it, either drawing that Sunken or getting one of those spells that's going to grab it. Not quite yet. No, all is not lost. Maybe they plot the Slickshot. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully I get whatchamacallit. I'm having a brain fart. A Damping Sphere. Taxing opponents. Each spell they cast cost 1 more to cast for each spell they've cast that turn. That's a tongue twister. Makes my head spin. But either way, it slows down opponents, and hopefully it buys enough time, and the Monstrous Rage coming in, maybe? Oh, no. Very interesting indeed. Very nice as well to get Marauding Raptor. Now, I think it could die to that Witch Stalker Frenzy. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully Marauding sticks around at least for a turn. It would be nice to get Tyrranax Rex down, which could be a possibility since Tyrranax Rex is reduced to 6. I'll take it. Or that Damping Sphere. Okay, we're still at 16 at 7 power. Probably a Monstrous Rage sprinkled in there, I could imagine. Yeah, we're going to try and take out the Etching of Kumano. If at all possible, no Blossoming Defense. I must say, I like that. It is nice that they have 1 less creature. Definitely. Oh, that is tempting. We have our land for the next turn as well, so absolutely get the Carnage Tyrant down, smack him pretty hard with Tyrranax Rex. Let's see what we draw. Hopefully it is Vaultborn Tyrant to gain some life. But yes, Kyle, we live. I don't imagine we're going to live here, although I have to suspect the opponent doesn't have too many instants and sorceries and non-creature spells to buff to Slickshot here. I figured they would have done a bunch of that the previous turn. Maybe they just want to play Ghalta because... Well, we'll see what they get here. That's play with fire. Also going to be rough. We could be dead. Absolutely. That's good stuff. Leyline is fantastic, whichever Leyline you're talking about. Of course, it is Leyline of the Guild Pact, but for me, my love for Leyline of Sanctity, giving myself hexproof whenever it's in a deck for the right reasons, it packs a punch, and it's hard to top. And it's sometimes hard to keep a hand that looks so incredibly good, and then sometimes that's just how it goes. Could have some removal, maybe. Would it do a whole lot? If I was going to be super hateful against this deck, I'd want 8 pieces. 4 is not enough to see it consistently. Against that particular deck, you have to see it early, at turn 3. You have to always hold up mana, and I may not want to hold up mana. I might want to spend the 2 for Sylvan Scrying. Of course, if I take out a creature, that could be all that matters, but that particular deck has a bunch of creatures that they could buff up, and taking one out often enough doesn't slow them down completely. It just delays the inevitable, stopping them from casting multiple spells or taxing them. Could be good, but this hand also could be good. You guys might not think so. Oh, okay. It just got infinitely better. Hopefully it's nothing funny. We have okay. Oh, we got some funny business here. Okay, I know what's up. Inventor's Fair, Collector's Vault. They're going to try and discard something big, and then they get to play it with whatchamacallit. Name is on the tip of my tongue. The Reenact the Crime. New one from Murders at Karlov Manor, I guess new-ish. You're about to see, I think. It's going to be some sort of bring an artifact back, reanimation strategy. Okay, good. They only have a land. There's funny business. That is going to happen. 100%. Indomitable Creativity, Transmogrify also could be a possibility. Hopefully Huntmaster survives, and Huntmaster survives. Wow. I'll take it. Big time. Yeah, just got to be Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully Huntmaster lives and they don't kill it. I want to... Oh, okay, good. Good. If they had removal, they missed their chance to kill Huntmaster. Of course, they could win next turn with some sort of shenanigans, and when you see something like Collector's Vault, you have to think this facilitates the opponent getting something big and bad into the graveyard and making a treasure which ramps for something nasty. Or, again, it could just be regular Boros, red and white. I don't know. Your guys' guess is as good as mine. I imagine we're going to find out. They have plenty of mana to cast plenty powerful stuff. I'm just happy I was able to play Carnage Tyrant and attack on turn 4, which is not always the case with those particular mixtures of lands. It's Star of Extinction. Well, how about that, folks? Who would have guessed a Star of Extinction ramp? Play 2 Maraudings, hinging on the hope, the idea that they're going to take out one, hopefully not both, which would mean Regisaur Alpha would live next turn. Yeah, who knows? I just hope they don't have a sweeper, bruh. Lightning Helix, that's good. Something. Still nothing? Let's get that land. Get a little bit of aggression going. Interesting. Oh, the Wandering Emperor to boot. Not the nail in the coffin. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Yeah. Boros ramp control sweepers. Hey, I've never faced off against this interesting spin. They don't have counter spells, which is nice. I like that. Hopefully they don't play too many big nasty creatures for reflect. Okay. Where's that Sylvan Scrying when you need it? Or land. Oh boy. But when you have so many big things, the tide can change in an instant. And everything can go much, much better. Well, Ziatora's, that's something. That's death. Okay, we'll get him. We'll get him next time. Do I want to bring in anything specifically? Not so much. They just got some sweepers and stuff. Yeah, keep it the same. Hope that those early creatures survive a bit. Again, it was nice that Carnage Tyrant got in with Huntmaster. Oh, this is a little bit of a head scratcher. Nothing changes too much. I do like the looks of this. I feel pretty good. We'll keep marauding. The opponent has some cheap removals, so I don't feel bad choosing green for Sunken, trying to maintain the 3 sources of green, eventually getting there for Archdruid's Charm. It should work out. Hopefully. Worth a shot. I'm pretty much certain marauding would have been killed. Invasion of Gobekon. Oh, click. Oh, there's source of green. I almost chose red. That would have been not fun, but now we're rolling in it. Pretty much. Maybe wait and see what they do. Star of Extinction as well. They can't play that for sure, but I could see a Krenko's Buzz Crusher, something like that. At the very least, they can play basically anything. Ghalta, well, not quite Ghalta yet. Vaultborn Tyrranax Rex. Hopefully that wrecks the opponent. Certainly if they're holding on to the Wandering Emperor. Well, they won't be able to play it. They're going to be smacked pretty hard, and they're going to be wondering what the heck just happened. We'll make them sweep next turn, fine. We lose 1 creature, we can recover quite nicely, depending what we draw. If we draw land, we search for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, because we would be able to make 8 with another land. I could do that. We'll see. Ghalta, we search for a land, we get a land, we search for Ghalta with the Archdruid's Charm. Oh boy, sweep, do it. Oh shucks. Or take your entire turn off, because you got to pay an extra 4 to kill it. Oh, Sunfall. Wow. Man, nuts. Oh, there it is, folks. Folks, there it is. Wait and see what they do next turn again. I don't expect counter spells, but it's not going to be pretty. I don't think it's going to be pretty. Okay. Spend some mana. Do it. You know you want to. I think they might get Yorion. Oh, they're digging for something. Oh, it made the treasures. Okay, yes, that does make sense. Flipping treasure map there, and oh boy, now they have a lot. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. That would be pretty unfortunate. They could pay for that, sadly. Okay, I like this. Good. Oh, and yeah, also quite nice. Wandering Emperor is not going to save you here. That's for sure. We'll put Huntmaster out. We won't put Marauding out because it does kill those eggs. I want as much aggression as humanly possible. Now, could they have Settle the Wreckage? This opponent is playing a pretty wacky variation, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was Settle. I think I just attack with everything. I'm going to take that chance that it's not. Oh, surprise, I get to attack. Yeah, look, everybody has haste. They moused over the one Palani's Hatcher. I feel like we're safe. I'll find out.
It's a trap! You won! You did it!
Okay, let's just do it again. Phew. Huh. That was well, it's not super tense. A lot of their stuff, the sweepers, it is sorcery speed. Although we have Final Showdown recently from Outlaws of Thunder Junction, that's an instant speed sweeper. For 6, it's pretty costly, but it is still something to consider. Yeah. But for the most part, it might have just been the Wandering Emperor. That's not saving you there. And that is an absolute keep. Oh my goodness, it just keeps getting better. Again, maintaining those sources of green for Archdruids. Don't exactly... Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Sylvan, we're set. I'd say we're set. We'll grab a Sunken. Again, turn 3... Well, turn 3 Marauding could get turn 4 Regisaur, but on turn 4 I'm going to be searching for Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. Absolutely. And if the opponent is not quick, they're going to die. I play Castle Garenbrig next turn. I could make 7. Overgrown Tomb is going to mean 8 eventually on turn 5. And Archdruid searches and grabs Ghalta. And I think we're in a pretty good position. Oh, I don't even have to search for Ghalta. Wow. You know what? We'll play Overgrown Tomb. Pay 2 life. I want to preserve Castle Garenbrig. If there is a little bit of land destruction, you know how you can't destroy land if it is still in my hand. Just wait. Just wait and watch them die. Archdruid's Charm. We are going to search for Vaultborn Tyrant, get more card draw, gain life, pat ourselves a little bit. Oh boy. Oh boy, here comes maybe shenanigans. I could even go, oh, okay. That appears to be it. Dead. Done.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Ooh. Ooh.
Ruthless aggression!
Got him. You can't leave me to my own devices. It's gonna be bad. Deadly. Now we just wait until it happens. We'll get there, eventually. You have to assume that I've got stuff to give everybody haste, which is the case. Make sure I... Well, no, not Marauding, just Huntmaster. Tends to do the trick. Oh. Alright, Redemption. After that. Well, it's not really unfortunate. I do wish I had Damping Sphere in Game 2 against Gruul Slickshot. I don't know if I like Damping Sphere as the best thing. It's in there to help against Mono Green Devotion, which oftentimes is going to take out Damping Sphere, which is hurting me because I have a certain mixture of lands that taps for more than 1 mana. But that's what I'm hinging on. Mono Green Devotion, they know there's Damping Sphere. That's probably their most well-known hate. They're super prepared for it. Beseju, who endures to destroy Damping Sphere, giving me an extra land, which could mean Mono Green Devotion's downfall. Very scary. Risky for them in some cases, but it could be pretty risky to keep this. We're on the draw. We have Huntmaster. Nice to see that cost reduction. You know what? I'll keep it. Because I have Underground Mortuary, I get the survey. Okay. Well, we'll go with Underground Mortuary still. We're going to be getting our third source of green for Archdruids off of the Sunken Citadel, so I'm not... Oh, we got some sort of artifact variation. Definitely, we need to get Castle Garenbrig. Has to happen. So we just skip over Huntmaster. Not a problem. Not sure exactly what the opponent's plan is. Brotherhood's End would be... Oh, really? Well, I'll just play that, and I like it. Archdruid is going to search and put the second Sunken out. We could make 8 next turn if we happen to draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. They would be dead, so we're going to use Archdruids in response to Thought Not Seer, which I have not thought about in a long time because it's not very common. Yeah, red. Why not? So, Thought Not Seer, when it enters, we reveal our hand, choose a non-land card from it, and exile it. We never see it again, but when Thought Not leaves the battlefield, we draw a card. That's good. It's very good. I'm going to be playing Vaultborn next turn, and it may be hard to recover. Hoping to draw into Ghalta Stampede Tyrant as soon as humanly possible. I have to imagine it's going to be hard to bust through Vaultborn. Actually, I believe I can... Oh, yeah. Play Huntmaster, reduction, Vaultborn down to 6. Oh, that's what it's all about. Love it. Beautiful. I miss those interactions with those classic cost reducers. It was like that for me for about 3.5, 4 years. Huntmaster, Marauding, the perfect pair, my favorite pair for dinosaurs. And then I trimmed them. I didn't want them in. Oh, because they... Okay. Well, that's... Yikes, I tapped 4 lands and I played Ghalta and they died. Yikes.
Yes.
Painful. Ouch. I need the plane crash one. Guess we'll play that, and we'll finish them off. We won't. We'll stop the pain. Boom. Pretty good. It's pretty good when everything has haste and you kill the opponent then and there. I wouldn't have normally. I don't think I expect any sort of sweeper. It is strictly like colorless, which is interesting. Colorless with man lands. Am I super worried about it? I don't know. Nothing in particular that at least I think would help. Damping Sphere, maybe they have a bunch of cheap artifacts that they're casting in a single turn. We didn't get a good idea, but of course a colorless deck has some pretty nasty potential, so we gotta keep that in mind. Things could get out of control pretty quick with their... Yeah, it could be bad, but it would not be bad to keep this hand, even though I don't have a source of red. Again, if I don't get Marauding Raptor down early, that's not bad, but Underground Mortuary just made this a whole lot better. It's a forest type land. I don't have a turn 1 play. fantastic to be that turn 1 land, and now we get Castle Garenbrig untapped, which wasn't going to be the case. It was going to be Castle Garenbrig turn 1, Castle Garenbrig turn 2. I wouldn't have had 2 mana available until the Mortuary, so I wouldn't have been able to grab Sunken 1 turn sooner, and this could make all the difference. We're able to play Carnage Tyrant next turn, Vaultborn Tyrant the turn after that, and hopefully it's enough to get the job done. I imagine they're going to rip Carnage Tyrant, if they've done the math. Either way, I'm playing something. It's all pretty bad. Okay, I can respect the Vaultborn. Not too bad. Oh, Ghalta. Okay. Folks, strap yourselves in. I'm playing Marauding. I don't think they have a whole lot of interaction, and if Marauding survives and Ghalta stays in hand, they're dead. I'm going to be able to cast Ghalta for 7, and I'm going to be able to make 7 next turn. I'm going to take that risk. Forsaken Monument is not going to do it. I don't think. Too slow. Too slow. Woo! Oh! That's...
Get him a body bag! Yeah! I never in my...
Well, I'm glad to pop off again some nights and many matches in a row, 2 or 3 or 4. It doesn't always look so good, but there is always going to be that possibility. Every night can't be quite nice, and it's just a fact of life for this game. Doesn't matter what you play. You'll run into little streaks, little pockets, maybe big streaks. If you play specifically one thing, it's almost guaranteed. Doesn't matter how tuned it is, not tuned. The first mythic opponent of the night, Sign her. I imagine it's probably going to be something pretty high level, the Amalia Explorer, and well, if it is, it's going to have to be on point, because that hand is on point for me. All the mana I'll ever need. Sylvan Scrying to grab the second Sunken. We've got the package to make 8. Archdruids can be used to grab Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, so it's a no-brainer for me. Beautiful. Hopefully it's not a turn 3 Amalia. I would like to see a good mono black waste not, which... Oh. Hey, you know what? Oh, take out for the Marauding Raptor. Kyle, very good question. I'm kind of feeling like it was a Railway Brawler, shifted to the side. There's not really any comparison for Marauding, but for the moment, we'll say Railway Brawler. Leave it at that. That's what I'll go with. Otepec Huntmaster was the 2 Smuggler Surprise, and the... Oh, my goodness. Well, we're going to bring in Leyline of Sanctity, and they're not going to do a whole lot of anything. Fortunately. Use up Sylvan Scrying, we'll grab Sunken, and eventually they won't be able to do a whole lot. Any top deck is probably going to be deadly. Of course, there is 4 Huntmasters and Marauding Raptors, so it may not be, but we'll see. At least I can play Palani's Hatcher next turn, which is a very nice thing. We'll grab another Castle Garenbrig, even though I have 2. Well, it could be Rakdos Vampires, come to think of it now. Okay. No Sorin. Let's hope. But they didn't really slow us down. We only lost a Carnage Tyrant. There's 3 more Carnage Tyrants in the list, and 4 Tyrranax Rexes, 4 Vaultborn. You get the idea. It's still very lovely. Lovely that they haven't got the turn 3 Vein Ripper. Oh, speaking of Vaultborn Tyrant.
It's a rescue operation, and it's leaving right now.
Dang! Oh!
Hopefully, Vaultborn Tyrant is going to rescue me, rescuing our chances. Gaining life, drawing cards, getting closer to Ghalta, that is the name of the game. Ooh. Discarding a Vein Ripper, very interesting stuff. They have to be pretty scared. Maybe they were looking for some exile-based removal, getting around the death trigger of Vaultborn, which it makes a copy of itself and it enters and it draws cards. We're going to block the Preacher. I want to draw more. I want to gain more. Take less. That's how it is. Trading with a death touch creature, a small death touch creature, is not the worst thing in the world. I'm fine with it. I imagine they would have removal, possibly for the token that's made after. Okay. Removal for the token that's made after it dies. They still have, okay, the Shieldred's Edict. Another go for the throat. Oh boy. Ah, a Huntmaster is interesting stuff. Stomping Ground. Absolutely. We'll get the 6 mana from Castle Garenbrig just to make it as safe as possible. I would like 3 sources of red, which I may have to dip my toe more into that color just to facilitate particular turns like this. I would play Marauding Raptor after Palani's Hatcher. If Marauding Raptor is out, the 2 damage pinging would, again, take out those. Oh, we got the Ghalta. I think the opponent is done for. They're not recovering from this. It's got to be difficult. Could have attacked with the token, I guess, but... Alright. Hopefully no thought seizes. Stuff like that. It's going a little bit downhill. If they just played the Vein Ripper, I still think we have a pretty good chance. Oh! Just hard casting it. Oh boy. Oh, they're done. They're done. Watch this. One Ghalta puts another Ghalta out. We stack the Vaultborn triggers. You're about to see absolutely super duper ruthless aggression. I hope. Draw a big creature. Let's go. Something. Somewhere. Yeah. Nothing much big. That's okay. We still should be pretty safe. Now the question becomes, everybody swinging? Swinging for the hills? Yes. I like that. All right. I don't want Reflection to be making a copy of Vein Ripper. It can't. It just entered. It doesn't have haste. That sort of shenanigans gets too painful. Any creature that dies now, they, for that turn at least, they would drain us for 4 and 2 Vein Rippers hitting us for 12, plus each creature dying. Even being at 22, it's a little bit worrisome. We have to be ruthless. Ruthless aggression. I think Reflection has to block for them to live. I'm pretty sure. Good. Hopefully. We're about to find out. Ooh, down to 2. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh my. Okay, yeah. 8. Not great. Hive of the Eye Tyrant Menace does take us out, sadly. That's how she goes. Close, but no cigar. But you know, we do have something for that particular deck, Leyline of Sanctity. However, it could be interesting. Tainted Remedy. They could kill themselves. They don't gain life, they lose it. It's kind of like Vein Ripper. Whenever a creature dies, you lose 2 life and an opponent loses 2 life. Does that sound... I don't know. Does that sound better than Leyline of Sanctity? Hard to say. No, Leyline, we protect against the Duress, the Thoughtseize, and the Vein Ripper. All of those in one to get her done. Huntmaster, I mean, Marauding and Huntmaster are both going to survive at roughly the same rate, but Marauding could lead to more damage just because it might be a big creature itself, depending how many dinosaurs it's pinged. So we'll trim Huntmaster for Leyline of Sanctity, and we'll hope we see it. In the opening hand, I'll take that. Don't have to mulligan 2 lands, one of them being the Surveil, and I do have my 2 sources of green for Archdruids. Yeah, looks good. Again, I may not want to play Marauding because it would die to a Fatal Push, and phew, I'm liking this. Big time. Hopefully seeing a Sunken or a Castle Garenbrig, drawing into it, and then Archdruids can grab whatever else we need. Oh, they've got the Torpor Orb, really? Well, there's a Sylvan Scrying that I was looking for, and it does appear like Archdruid's Charm is going to be taking out that Torpor Orb. Yeah. Don't worry. Okay, well, I do worry. Torpor Orb, of course, could shut down Amalia Explore, stopping creatures from entering and stopping them from gaining life, triggering abilities, various other things. But Ghalta is not too bad. Do I like Marauding? You know what, we'll wait. Archdruids to take out Torpor Orb, opening up the possibility of Palani's Hatcher, also is pretty enticing. Pretty good. Or I could wait for an explosive turn if we can survive a couple turns of Ghalta, which is going to be rough. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. It is a very scary thing. I say we just take it out, get the job done, boom. Don't ask questions. Oh, and the Carnage Tyrant, which I can play. Love it. Yeah, let's do it. I like that. It's going to be rough. I do imagine there's a number of Sheoldred's Edicts, possibly. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Oh boy. Maybe they don't have it. It's pretty straightforward to use. Would I want to take out Ghalta is the real question. Now Ghalta has that ability to pay 3, sacrifice another vampire, which would be that, and would go to 2 counters, so no blocks. They have 3 mana. Preacher would have died. I would have lost Carnage Tyrant, but they still would have had the Ghalta, and we got to take our chances, I think. Okay, that's something. Bunch of creatures to block. Ghalta, Chumpeth, and hopefully buy a little bit of time here, if at all possible. Okay, that tends to do the trick. Yeah. I'll just see what they do, but that's definitely it, unfortunately. eventually. Would be nice to play Vaultborn Tyrant, stabilize a little bit, but I don't see that happening. Just continually playing Palani's Hatcher could be pretty nice, but the second they drop Vein Ripper, it's definitely over, even though its triggered ability doesn't happen from creatures dying. It's a flying creature, it's big, and I don't have anything with reach or flying myself, other than Railway Brawler, which is not in at the moment. Simply, an egg just has to block Kalitas, and that's what we're doing. Take out the Goblin and just be thankful that their big stuff doesn't have trample. Okay, Castle Garenbrig is definitely something. Just play Palani's. Maybe we draw that Vaultborn like I'm hoping for. Doesn't seem like they have removal. Maybe just Fatal Push. All is not lost. We got chumpers. Chump, chump, chump. Chump for days. No Vein Ripper. Don't do it. Of course, they could basically kill us with Sorin. Oh, well, Carnage Tyrant will have to take out that Preacher of the Schism. It's just getting too big. I want it gone. I imagine they'll sacrifice it to Kalitas, potentially, but no, they're going to take the opportunity to get rid of Carnage Tyrant by not doing that. Ooh, that's a lot of life. Okay, we're getting into the realm of very good stuff. I could have taken 2 and played Marauding plus Regisaur Alpha, but I'm not taking 2 if I don't have to, especially being at 7. Not fun. A bunch of chump blockers, though, is pretty fun. It's good. Dun, dun. Vein Ripper. Sorin should do the trick. The -3, but sacrificing a creature or a vampire, something like that, to deal 3 damage directly to us. Actually, they can't do that because we have Leyline. Sometimes I forget about certain abilities of planeswalkers and creatures that Leyline of Sanctity shuts down because we have hexproof. So it's good. Just keep chumping for days. Bigger, more life, more pain. Don't exactly need a Sunken Citadel, but we'll give Marauding a go. And where's that Vaultborn when you need it? Ghalta, of course, wouldn't do a whole lot in this particular situation. Okay. Vaultborn, you can do it. Man, that's a lot. But, maybe we killed the opponent with the Toxic from the pesky Tyrranax Rex. Also, a very real possibility. Good possibility. Should basically be it. They'll eventually get the job done with Kalitas and big creatures, things like that. But we have Tyrranax Rex. Maybe we'll make a surprise. Would have had to hit him at least a couple times just to get him to 10 poison counters. Oh, no more land. You might think I have more than 20 lands, but I only have 20 lands. Yeah, that's just how it goes. You would expect a certain mixture. You would expect to see more creatures than you have at a certain point, and sometimes you just see stuff you don't want to see. There's the Ripper. Ooh, ooh. Just interesting to see how many lands and we drew in a row. Yeah, just wasn't our match, unfortunately. We'll get them. We'll get them next time. At least one more match, though. That one took quite a bit. I want to face Amalia. I want to bring in Tainted Remedy. Can't believe I'm saying I want to face Amalia. I don't care who I face. I'm going to try and do my best. I'm going to beat them. If it becomes super common, I'm going to have some super good hate. Pick your poison against Rakdos Vampires, which, at least for me, an Explorer, has not been quite as common as it may have been for other people. But it looks like a lovely hand there. We've got a good bit of lands. We don't have 3 sources of green for Archdruids yet, just because of that Cavern of Souls, but I bet they have Fatal Push. We just won't play Marauding. We wait. Waste not. Oh, okay. Well, Sylvan Scrying, but absolutely using that. Next turn we play the Stomping, and then we will have 3 green. Love it. Pretty good. Yeah. Keep mousing over those lands. Bad things may happen. Oh, Liliana of the Veil. This has to be mono black. Waste not. Be highly surprised if it wasn't. Carnage Tyrant. We're going to be skipping over Carnage Tyrant, which is pretty crazy to say. Boom. Next turn I'm able to make 7. I want to take out... okay. They're taking out Castle Garenbrig. Nuts. Well, that's okay. We'll just get another copy. No fuss. A nice replacement. I don't like Field of Ruin. No fun. I can still play Regisaur Alpha, which is nice, and possibly Marauding plus Regisaur, depending if I draw a land that enters untapped. But I'm definitely preserving Vaultborn. I love that guy. Oh, okay. Well, Marauding it is. We'll draw out a... you know what? We don't have Palani's Hatcher. We'll wait. Keep that Fatal Push in your hands. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Well, we're going to grab a Sunken, but if we then did draw Ghalta, we'd be able to make 8, and for the opponent, it would not be great. Hopefully we don't have to discard too much, but I think they were holding on to their discard spells, and, well, hey, Marauding Raptor. Better to be used as a discard fodder, outlet, sacrificial dinosaur, instead of the Fatal Push, which may be still in their hands. Okay, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant for the win. Let's go. Do it. Where's that lovely Sunken? Ghalta. Well, that's not Ghalta, but it is Vaultborn Tyrant, and watch out. Gaining life, drawing cards, surprise. We're going to bury them in card advantage. They may not be able to discard as much as we draw, and phew, look out. Sheoldred's Edict, do it. I don't care. I'm about to draw 2, if that's what they do. Go for the throat. Oh, but Sunken Citadel as well. That's a pretty good consolation prize. Now, Castle plus 2 Sunken makes 6. Forest, Stomping, Cavern in the Ziatoras, 10. I can make 10 mana. Whew. Liliana's gonna minus 6, sadly. She's stuck around too long. Okay. They get it out of our hand. Painful. But we're going to bring the pain like nothing else. Oh, that is nice. We'll see how they separate the lands. It's gonna be... Oh, you can't do that. What are you doing? You're supposed to -6. You just goofed up. You just goofed up. Just a second. I was just double checking if I can go Archdruids plus Ghalta. Nah, that's what we're doing. They goofed up. Oh my! If you get to -6, you -6. Don't be greedy. Don't do what this opponent just did. Ever. They punted hard. They weren't.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
They paid 3 to make me discard 1 because that's all I had. Ooh. I'll take those wins. Ruthless. They're gonna scoop when I drop Leyline of Sanctity. They're kicking themselves. Of course, Huntmaster, this is about as straightforward as it gets. This deck has the fatal pushes, all that classic removal. Huntmaster is a pretty easy no-brainer to make space for that Leyline. There we go. Hopefully I see it in my opening hand, Kyle, and Eats Chocolate, and JDX, and anybody else watching right now later on. Hopefully you're having a good night, a good morning, evening, afternoon. Yeah, I faced off against another mono black opponent, I'm pretty sure. I didn't see the Leyline of Sanctity at all. I mulliganed for 4 or 5 times. By the 4th time it was basically done for. But yeah, I just never saw it in any combination of all those mulligans. It is a nice night, yeah. It's good. Good to hear. Grinding some Final Fantasy. Lovely. We're both grinding. Good stuff. Keeping it real. Hardcore. I mean, there's Leyline in my hand.
It's a trap!
Hopefully I see it when I mulligan. I mean, I'm almost... You gotta think, if they see that, they might just scoop. It's not... No. Okay, that's a keep. 100%. That's what we're doing. Send Vaultborn to the bottom. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense. Keep all the lands. You know what they can't discard? A land. If I put Archdruids to the bottom, Sylvan might go. I've done this before. Should work out. Oh, 2... Okay, yeah, this is like... Yeah, I like it. Playing that Waste Not, they're going to start with, hopefully, not you-know-what. But we will play the Forest. Might as well use Sylvan Scrying and get a replacement Castle Garenbrig, because you know Field of Ruin is going to be taking it out, and now we have a backup. Oh my goodness, I never saw that coming in my life. But again, a very resilient hand. They can't make me discard anything else, so quite nice indeed. We'll choose red. No, but we can cycle Ziatora's Proving Ground, which I think we'll definitely do. We do it at the end. You know what they can't use that 2 temporary black mana on? Likely at instant speed. They have no chance to do that. It just fizzles, goes away, which is good. That could be good for me. I guess Archdruid is going to search for Vaultborn. Super flooded, but hey, I like it. Yeah. 2 Stomping Grounds. We have to hope they don't have too much for that 4 mana, but I bet they're going to be able to make use of that 4 mana. Now I could have used Archdruids to just take out Waste Not, but... Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's what I'm doing. I have all the mana I need, pretty much. I can make 7. That's not a little bit. Okay, Sylvan for another Castle Garenbrig. I'll take it. We should be fairly safe. I think pretty much the only thing the opponent can do is Field of Ruin. There we go. Scorpion, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. Hey, might as well play Marauding. I imagine it's going to die. Hopefully that's not the case, but it is interesting that the opponent has chosen white for Sunken Citadel. What do they have that is white? That's the real question. Definitely, getting one turn closer sooner to something big eats chocolate. I'd be happy for that, but I'm also happy for Regisaur Alpha. I don't think they can do a lot with one white, so I love this. She's gone, even though we don't have anything to discard. Yeah, she's out of there. We don't have to worry about an eventual -2 or -6. Yeah, we're doing stuff. But yeah, a Surveil land, just getting closer, sooner. That's the idea. Played a few games of Brawl. Very nice to hear. Not so nice to see another Sylvan, but we'll do it. And another Castle Garenbrig. That Field of Ruin is not going to be doing a whole lot if and when they pop it. Might as well get some damage in. I was pretty sure we would be losing that dinosaur token by now, but... Oh, shoot. They destroyed one of my 3 Castle Garenbrigs. I'm hurting. It's also painful that they replayed Liliana of the Veil, but... Oh, yes. Mad Dad Lab. They thinned my deck for me. Oh. I'm crying. Ouch. Hey, I can still play anything I draw. Hopefully they don't have Sheoldred's Edict. Good they don't. That happened instantaneously. They don't have any instant speed. I'm okay. I'm liking the looks of this. Maybe. Oh, they replay it. Never mind. Oh. Okay, this could be good. Dinos soar. We soar to new heights. They're getting desperate. They're going to hold both those creatures back to double block to take out Carnage Tyrant, which is fine by me. Do we want to take out Liliana of the Veil? I think they're going to take that opportunity, but Liliana of the Veil is going down this turn. Just how it is. I like it. I like it a lot. We have 2 non-token creatures in Palani's Hatcher and Regisaur, so if they get... Okay, Sheoldred's Edict. That's not good. Oh, they didn't do it. Because I would have sacrificed Palani's Hatcher, and the end had already targeted Palani's Hatcher, so the end wouldn't have done anything. They realized their slight mistake there. Okay, -2. I sacrificed the egg. Don't care. Let's do it. Let's dance. Oh, Underground Mortuary. Oh boy. Vaultborn Tyrant 100%. I love that. Do I want to take out Liliana? Maybe. Nah, we'll smack them. Yeah, to the face. Ruthless. That looks pretty good. Just replaying the hostile, and that's literally the best thing they can do. play another creature, lose 2 life just to chump Carnage Witch. We're going to play Vaultborn, and who knows what happens. That might be it. Mostly it. Oh shoot, Liliana is going to make me -2, and I'm going to have to sacrifice Vaultborn, and it's going to make a copy, which they're going to feel extra bad about.
You have no power here.
Do it. Oh shucks. Oh boy. Strap yourselves in, folks. Oh, the Graveyard Trespasser. Love that card. We haven't won yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but we are in a very commanding position at the moment. Do it. Do it. Oh, that is pretty interesting. However, you know what's also interesting? The game has gone on so incredibly long that I can search for another Vaultborn and play it in the same turn. The Tyrranax Rex, what am I thinking? I almost missed that. That's how amazing this is. That's what it's all about. Death. And that is as fantastic a nightcap as I could hope for. I got the job done without Leyline of Sanctity, which I gotta say happens pretty often. It goes back to facing Izzet Phoenix for a long time against that deck with the Arclight Phoenix, getting those out of the graveyard. I always had a little bit of graveyard hate. I thought it was necessary, and then I started to beat Izzet Phoenix again and again without the graveyard hate. And then I just completely cut it, because I have better aggression than them more often than not, and it's nice to free up those sideboard spots. But maybe somehow, some way I start to feel pretty comfortable against mono black, so much so that I trim Leyline of Sanctity. Yeah, Mad Dad Lap, it was nice. Oh, I don't know when it is, Scorpion, not sure. But absolutely, a Rex fastball right up the middle. Maybe sometime this week. Yeah, I've been meaning to get back to a Pioneer League. It seems to work out. It takes about 2 hours. I'm trying to get it below 2. Yeah. I'll try and do it maybe one night. Keeping basically this list, I imagine Tainted Remedy, even though we didn't face Celestia or Abzan Amalia Explore, it's going to pack a punch. The best life gain hate is when the opponent instead loses that amount. It's hard to top. Yeah, right. Everybody watching right now later on, take a big bite out of that like button if you haven't already. Have a good night or morning, whenever it is, or a good drive to work, or drive home from work, or a good break. Yeah. Okay. Peace.
Yes.